It's Friday again, and this week has been difficult. But I've got my 2 pills now since I just take those now. And the this week has been both a really hard week and a really good week. As I mentioned last week, I got put on a new medication, and that's or not a new dosage of my medication, so it was doubled. And the since getting that, my body's been trying to adjust to that and everything, and I had some pretty bad headaches, and I got a nosebleed again a couple days ago, and that happened just before the medication actually started working for me. So it's I kind of take it with a grain of salt that, okay, fine, I got a nosebleed, but that generally means that, things are going to start working out again. And they did. They started working out pretty much right after that. So I feel once again like I'm back to normal, or at least my version of normal now. It's nice to feel that again, and even if this doesn't turn out to be the final dose that I end up on, um, my doctor and I are both fairly confident that this is the right medication for me. So that's always a plus, and it brings me back to why I started doing these in the first place. Is um, every case is different. Every person is different. Every depression is different. I mean, broad strokes, yes, they're all the same, but the nitty gritty of it is because we're all different, because we all think differently, because our brains are all different. It's very much well, you have to use the scientific method in order to figure out what's going on there. So you gotta make your hypothesis, test, and then boom. If it works out, then there you go. If it doesn't, then you keep trying. And I will admit I was pretty discouraged when my medication stopped working the first time. I got pretty discouraged when I got on a higher dosage, and it didn't immediately make me feel better, but at the same time I knew I had to persevere, because when all's said and done, it's a journey, it's a path. It's not just a boom, here's your medicine and you're fine. It's a process of trying to find out what's going to work for you. Um, so if you're watching this and you're on medication or you're thinking about taking medication, just because something's not working right then, or you start feeling better because you're on the medication, don't stop. Don't give up on everything. If you're worried about something, talk it over with your doc. If I mean, I know it's like 6 sheets of information when you get your prescription filled or whatnot, but read through all the side effects and figure out, are there bad side effects? Am I experiencing any of those and whatnot? I mean, granted, I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac, so this last few days, I felt a little too warm and everything. It might have just been the excess energy I've had has me kind of running around more, doing more, especially when it comes to entertaining my daughter. Um, and because of that, it's been one of those things that I I was a little worried, because there are a couple side effects to the medication that could prove fatal if I had certain side effects. And for a while I was thinking, oh God, I'm feeling too hot, I'm starting to sweat. Maybe maybe it's a bad thing. But it said specifically fever, so I took my temperature and that was fine. So it really comes down to just knowing what side effects that you need to watch out for, and at the same time not freaking out. It helps to have somebody in your life that can monitor you, or at least has an objective thought process when it comes to that. Because I started worrying about it. My wife wasn't as worried, which should have been my first sign that I was going to be fine. So um, yeah, I didn't really come up with another topic to talk about this week because I was having problems with just reaching normal, and then once I got to normal, I started actually being able to enjoy some of the activities that I haven't been able to enjoy for a while. I read 2 books this week, no, 3, I think so. I don't know. I, and reading has been one of the things that I've been having trouble bringing myself to do. Um, but um, and I'm sure from watching the past videos along with this one, you can see I'm probably a little bit more animated, a little bit more lively, and well, I know I'm definitely talking with my hands more. Um, that's that's part of who I am. That depression kind of took away from me. I was more lethargic previously, and I mean, granted, last night I slept for crap. I mean, it just I didn't get much good sleep at all. But at the same time, I'm working on trying to be better. I'm taking my medications and everything else, and when it comes right down to it, um, I'm at my normal level, and I like that normal level, so I'm going to continue taking them. And like I say every week, if you're struggling with depression and you feel like nobody else understands what's going on, um, feel free to drop me a line. I'll I'll talk to you if need be. I can Skype with you or whatnot, um, because nobody should really have to feel alone in their depression. Um, a lot of people suffer from depression, and I mean I've been finding out various bits and pieces about all sorts of stuff lately. Um, like I had no idea that Buzz Aldrin, second man on the moon, actually suffers from depression. I had no idea. And has actually had a couple suicides in his family. Um, so it's one of those things. There are people out there that also suffer from depression, and while it's not exactly the most public um, ailment that people will put out there, it's one of the reasons why I'm trying to say, here I am. I suffer from depression, and I'm admitting to it, and I'm willing to be there for anybody else that needs help. Um, because there have been times that I wish I could have talked to somebody about this stuff, and it's one of the reasons these videos are so helpful for me, because in addition to the fact that I'm able to just talk out what my depression really is and how things have been for me, it's the thought that maybe some of this could help somebody. So um, if you need to talk, just let me know. Um, Other than that, I think I'm about done for this week. Next week, I'll probably have more to say about depression rather than just an update about my condition, because I'm hoping now that I've reached normality that it's going to be smooth sailing. It'll just be like, hey, still doing okay and taking my pills. Um, so, until next week, see ya.